Welcome back, guys, to another episode of All in the Mix. This is episode 14 with owner and founder of KRISP BLVD, Jiday Dike. What's going on, man?
What's up, y'all? What is good, man? How you doing?
Good, bro. How are you? You all right?
Doing good. Couldn't be ready. You already see me rocking the Chris Boulevard. This is like what drop. I see you rocking that too.
Yeah, you see it.
Honestly, like it's been crazy. Like obviously, the support I've been getting since my first drop. I think the first drop was like March 1st, and then like I started the brand maybe like a few weeks prior to that. But I was just kind of like putting things together and like piecing things together, just so like I'm prepared for once like summer comes around. So like that's why like
Summer's about to be crazy.
yeah, summer's about to be crazy. So like what I did was like it was about a little bit before March. Like I was just coming up with like a lot of designs, and the designs I have, I just tucked them away into the vault because I'm just gonna bring them out like when summer comes around. So what I did, I just prepared myself with a good enough amount of designs for like shirts, shorts, etc. up until like the end of summer. So like whenever I'm coming up with designs, it's like months ahead. So
Oh,
like
yeah,
I'm never
you're ready.
yeah, so I'm ready. So it's like I'm never behind the game. It's just only thing is just like manufacture. Cause like that was one problem I was having with my first release, which first or with the shirts and the hoodies, because I had the same manufacturer.
Right.
And it ended up like just basically kind of like screwing me over, like taking advantage of me just because like I'm young. Like I'm 21, but
Right.
um I feel like they were taking advantage of me. So the shipping ended up being like 4 or 5 weeks on top of what it was supposed to be. It was just supposed to be, yeah, it was supposed to be 2 weeks. Yeah, no, right? That's not right, Like that's not how you do business. So like I was supposed to get my shirts in 2 weeks, and then from there I was gonna ship it out. So everybody get their thing in like 2-3 weeks. Like that was the plan. And then like obviously this was so unexpected, and it's like I can't really do nothing about it because like they're all the way in China.
Yeah.
Can't really do anything. It's like, damn, I gotta keep reassuring my customers.
You know what's funny? After I had posted that I got these,
Yeah.
bro, like I kid you not, like 6 or 7 people DM me and they were like, bro, I swear to God, this brand is fake. How did you get that? Blah blah. And I'm like, dude, like I'm like when he tells y'all like there's issues with the manufacturer, you'll get it when you get it. Like
Yeah.
I promise you, like that's what it is.
Like that was the only thing. It's like, bro, like, cause I understand from a customer's point of view.
Yeah,
So
for
I
sure.
understand the frustration, like shipping taking how long, like that's just not right. And then like obviously, like, I would want my customers to get their, products really fast. It's just like this is so unexpected. And like this is my first time like running like a full business on my own. Like so at least it's like all learning experience. So like I know like what step to take the next time something like this happens, so like I'm
Absolutely.
prepared and stuff. But yeah, like I mean I still like appreciate everyone that's still supporting, like even after like like the shipping delays and stuff. But like I really assured everyone like they're gonna enjoy their product, especially like like the hoodies and the shorts. Like I know I made sure like the quality was great for what they paid for. And
Right.
then I just tried to make sure like I can keep producing things that people kind of mess with. So I think you've seen me post um, the hats.
Yeah.
See if people like that. I have like chains in the works, like custom chains. I'm wearing one right now. It's like I don't know if you can see. It's hella dark, but it says KB.
So
It says KB. So I just been working on different stuff. I think you've seen like the rug.
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So like what I was thinking,
Yeah.
I want to do. Because I was thinking, yeah, I could do giveaways for the rugs, but I think I'm probably gonna more likely just sell them on my site and not even sell them for like, a crazy amount. I'll sell them for like, $50, 40, $50.
Yeah,
That's
because
some,
I was gonna say,
yeah.
you mentioned rugs. I follow Chinatown Market, and they have their own rugs too. But
Oh,
every,
really?
every time they drop their rugs, bro, they're like $300, $400, $500, and they go like that just because it's their logo. So people are like people just want to rock with it just because. Like,
Yeah, no, like I definitely understand that. Like, and that's the thing. It's like you could price it at that, but at the same time, like I want to price it at things like where if it was me and I'm the customer, like I
it's
want to afford it.
accessible.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, okay, if I'm getting the rug for like $20, I'm not gonna sell it for 200. I'm just gonna sell it for like, like I'm gonna sell it, get like at least like 40, 50 profit. I'll sell like $60. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like you always want to think about like the customer before anything and not really trying to, everything's not about money. You know what I'm saying? So like everything is really not about money. It's all about like, you know, like the customer satisfaction and like what they get out of their experience. So you know, like that's one thing I learned like very important. So I think I'm probably gonna introduce this. I was gonna do like literally 10, I think 20 rugs. So 10 of them would be like this cut, or not this color, but like, you know, like inverted white on the inside and then like outline is like the color. And the other ones would be like the opposite of that. So like inside is solid color, outside is like white. So I was just gonna do that with like a couple with the next drops. But yeah, I'm like I started the TikTok for it same day. I think it was like March 1st or not March 1st. It was 2 weeks prior to my drop date, which was March 1st. I just started making like, you know, hype videos just to see if people would like it, people's interest. And then like obviously first I started with like this one design I had, which was, I think you've seen on my page, it's like the KRISP going like that.
Yeah.
And that was gonna be my first drop, but I couldn't, it was hard finding a manufacturer that was able to do like over the sleeve because it was a problem for some of the manufacturers. So I was
Like lining it up and all that.
yes, because it's like all like when they set it up on the printing station, they can't really be able to get the sleeves. So I was like, okay, that's understandable. So I'll keep looking for somebody else. Where was I going with this? Okay, I lost my train of thought.
On that note, let me just give a quick shout out to our sponsors. We got our first sponsor recently. It's a men's grooming company, up and coming. It's called Smooth My Balls. So if you would like to keep your men's grooming tip-top shape, go ahead and go to the website, smoothmyballs.com, and use promo code All in the Mix for $20 off your first purchase. Boom.
Okay, I think I remember where I was at. I was saying with the TikTok. So I made that like 2 weeks prior, scaled it up, and then a month from me making it had like almost like 40 something K followers. So I was able to gain like, you know, just started from scratch because I do have my own platform on TikTok.
I was actually gonna ask you about that.
Yeah. So I do have my own platform on TikTok. So that's like I think over 300K. That's like 313K right now. And you know, like the TikToks I posted on there, it was like stuff like, you know, whether it's funny stuff or like relationship stuff with my girl or like just a bunch of different stuff. And I could have posted it on there, but I just wanted to start like literally from scratch. Like I wanted to create something that like is people are asking, oh, like where did they come from? Like hello, like just randomly, you know what I mean? And then like also just leaving my stamp on everything so people can remember me for something. So like one thing I did to make sure I do with like all my TikToks is like I use like throwback beats. And that like I just find beats like I literally like listening to beats, like just different type of beats. So I'll just be on YouTube looking through different beats, saving them, then I'll upload it to TikTok, use it as my background, and then like it'll do good. And like I'll just kind of think of like what people, because you got to catch people's interest in the first 3 seconds. Like that's literally what it comes down to. So if someone's watching my TikTok, you know, whether it's about clothing or whatever, and then they hear like, you know, some type of music that they like, they're gonna keep listening. And they're like, okay, let me just keep finishing like watching the video. And then they might end up liking it, and then they might end up saving it, and then they might end up go following me on like my other social media platforms. So like there's a lot that goes into like me thinking, okay, like, you know, how can I make this video like gain a lot of traction? I see it. And then also is like responding to people, you know, like being active, just making sure like you're not like what's it called again? Just make sure you're present there.
Yeah.
Because people like if people see that you're just acting like, you know, all like celebrity type thing, you're not real. Like people want authentic people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes people once they get like this image or once they get like, you know, this following, like they start changing, like
they're way too cool for everybody.
Yeah, they're way too cool for everybody. They can't respond to somebody. They act like they don't get DMs anymore. Like, you know, it's just stuff.
You know, it's funny that you're talking about this TikTok stuff because I was actually going to talk about how I found your brand. So I was on TikTok because I do like at night before I go to sleep. I just scroll through whatever. Every time I'm on the For You page and I see somebody has their own brand, I always look at it because like a bunch of my friends have clothing brands out here too. So I'm like, all right, let's just see like how this stacks up with like the shit that I like.
Yeah.
And I saw your video. You were like, "Oh, like, would you cop this shirt from my brand?" And I was like, "All right, let's see what he's talking about." And you started posting the shirts up, and I was like, "Oh shit, these are kind of hard." Like,
Yeah.
and so I was sending it to my friends. I was like, "Yo, bro, you guys fuck with this?" They were like, "Hell yeah!" And I was like, "Damn, let me follow, bro." And then I commented, and you hit me back like right away, and I was like, "Oh shit, like this dude is on it." So I was like, "All right, like as soon as he drops, I'm gonna go get some shit." Like so. And then after that, I was like, I just kept up with like the IG and your TikTok and stuff. And I was like, wow, this dude is really like on it. So
yeah, and it's like, I know like, cause this is my first time doing it. And like, you know, like really like trying to run a business, especially like by myself. So everything is like, I'm responding to emails. I'm the one like, you know, fixing the website. I'm the one doing the inventory. So like, I'm really trying to kind of just learn, but also like be better at the same time. So like when the next times come, like I'm just gonna be even better. You know, just like this thing with I have with my manufacturer. Like the next time I have a better manufacturer, shipping times will be faster, and then like you know even you know more guarantees. Like if there's if the shipping was later than usual, I'll throw in like you know just a complimentary gift, and that's something I'll do. Just like I said, it's not all about money. Like it's all about the customer. So you know, just thinking of ways to improve to, you know, make this brand better. And obviously like down the line, I know I could, you know, there could be employees, there could be people working for me, all this, but, you know, solely I just want to focus on getting my name out there.
getting the growing pains out the way.
Yeah, getting people to wear it. And yeah, so one thing I'm really upset with was that I was supposed to have like my shirts earlier and my hoodies because I was gonna send it to some influencers that I know and like and even like hoopers and stuff like in college basketball. Like they wanted, but it just came super late, and it's like it's tough like because you don't want to keep spitting out the same thing to the person, and then they're gonna be like, bro, like you know where's my stuff?
Yeah, I
Like,
ain't
you know what I mean? It's
fucking
like, and it's just like, bro, that's just like I'm just like, okay, you gotta trust me. Like I'm telling you, like just please like be patient with me. Things will be here. It's gonna get shipped to you. Like I promise you'll love it. And yeah, I think like this has a really good chance of um being bigger than like especially like what I thought it was gonna be. This definitely surpassed like what I expected it
right.
to be at in the first like, you know, 3 months of business. Like I thought it was gonna be like, you know, slow grind, like okay, like slowly but surely, like I'm gonna be able to get people to see my stuff. But you know, with the like I said, with the TikTok thing, I was posting, it was for like 3 weeks straight. Like I was just posting, I think at least 4 to 5 times a week. And it was literally like some of it, like most of the videos were like the same thing, but it was different beats. It was like a different way I was going about it. Like a different, I was wearing different colors and stuff. I don't know if that really makes a difference because psychology, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So I was really just kind of like adamant about really making it something that everyone can wear. And I just kind of knew like deep down, I just knew like, okay, I can really make this into something. Like it's just marketing and like how you market it. And I thought, okay, I do have a big audience on TikTok on my other platform, Pretty Boy Jiday, but let me try to scale this one up. And once it's up to, you know, a number that I think is good, then I'm going to start posting more on my main about it. I'm gonna start like, you know, combining it so people can be like, dang, like where'd you get that? Oh,
Start crisscrossing, yeah.
yeah, start crisscrossing. Start crisscrossing. So I think right now the TikTok's at like 50K.
That's
Um,
good.
yeah, 50K. I was trying to get to 100K. Hopefully, I think 100K by the end of summer. I think that's doable.
That's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely doable. And yeah, and then like I want to get all my influencers, all my athletes, like their products that they wanted. And yeah, I just want people to be happy, stay crispy, man. Like I think that's the thing. I want people to be crisp out here. And usually there's a lot of streetwear or I mean I'm gonna call myself streetwear, but at the same time, like I'm for the people. Like I'm for our generation. Like that's what I think. Like I make clothes that are versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this is from the second drop. This is more of like an athletic type of wear shirt. And it's like the shorts are more like, you know, athletic wear. It's like mesh shorts. So it's like athletes can wear it. So like I kind of want to just be able to expand the uh audience of who's like wearing my
Smart.
stuff. So I just really think that will help. And especially if you're making like, you know, girl stuff, you can be making baby stuff. So a lot of people will be like, that just expands like your audience. So like more people, oh, dang, he doesn't just only sell men's clothing. He has like, you know, girls leggings, girls bodysuits, like, you know, just a bunch of other things that not a lot of other brands offer. They just offer the regular shirt and hoodie. And like, that's what I don't want to be. Like, I want to make sure like I'm a brand that, I was thinking of a brand as in like Supreme, but like not like high end like Supreme. Like,
yeah, but not like $500 white tees. Like,
yeah. No, exactly. No, exactly. So I was even thinking like, bro, I could be like, you know, like a Supreme type of company. And like literally, like I said, like even rugs, like there's not a lot of, obviously you name that one brand that does rugs, but it's not a lot of brands you see like, you know, just making rugs for themselves. Like it's different. And two pillows. Gonna even drop, bro.
Hey, that's the next one right there.
That's the next one right there. So I was saying like, you just gotta kind of think like there's a bunch of yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, bro, it's tough. There's a bunch of different you know, things you can be selling. I was like, okay, like you know how Supreme has a custom stool. I can have a custom stool just to give away. You know, I can have a custom this, custom that, and it's just these things will like turn people's heads because it's just like you don't see every brand doing that. Obviously, you see those big brands because they have like a lot of capital, or you know, they just were able to work out what they wanted to do early on. But like this is, I just feel like this is different, and especially when it's coming from, you know, just one person. Like this is like, you know, no one told me to do this. No one like telling me, oh, you should do this design. Like this is all like, you know, like solely like my decision. And what was I gonna say? Even months prior. Oh, the funny thing is KRISP Boulevard. I actually came up with that last year in like November, October, and like I came up with there's like 5 different names for the brand, and then I was like, around that time I was like, bro, like I want to come up with a clothing brand or something, but I just don't know the name. Like, what would I call it? Because it was down to like Angels Collective or
That's hard too.
Angels Collective, bro. There's like 2 other ones. There's like,
Hey, don't give out too much.
Love always prevails. So it was like lap or something. Because I was thinking of like Nipsey Hussle and doing a lap. I don't know. I mean, not the lap. I was thinking of like the like I don't know how to think of that. But I had a couple other ones, and then I cut it down to either Angels Collective or KRISP Boulevard. And I was like, damn, there's a lot of, so I seen like a lot of people doing angels like hats. So I was like, let me not do angels because like there's a lot of angel shit out here. I was like, I haven't seen anybody do KRISP, like, or like I just haven't seen anyone do KRISP, like something KRISP. Like,
it's funny. It's funny that you say that because I remember, because I mean, me and you were the same age. So
yeah,
what was it like middle school and beginning of high school? Like people were like, "Oh, like you're crispy." Like so, like that shit like took me back. I was like, "Yo, we used to say this in high school, bro." And then I was like, "Hey," and then I was like, "The name KRISP Boulevard." I was actually gonna. You actually been answering all the questions I was gonna ask you anyway.
Oh, for real?
Like,
Okay.
hey, you're killing it right now. I was gonna ask you like why KRISP Boulevard? Like where did you come up with that?
So with KRISP Boulevard, I felt like for one thing, I think it was just a thing with Chris. The first word that came to my mind was Chris. Like you can disregard Boulevard. Chris, I was like, okay. First I had the C, and I was like, okay, let me change it to something different. Change it to Chris with the K. And like the meaning behind it is I just want people to, when they dress, I want them to have a sense of, if this makes sense, like comfortability. I want them to be able to be looking good while also, you know, wearing some of the latest like KRISP Boulevard clothing, whatever, if it's like a shirt or short, but at the same time when they're wearing it, like they feel like, you know, they on top of the world. Like they stepping out. Oh, okay, like I'm wearing KRISP Boulevard, you know, like I'm crispy.
Crisp, like, confident, all that.
Yeah, so like I kind of wanted to bring that persona of people being confident with the way they rock their clothes in public, regardless of, you know, how, you know, popping the color could be. Like, I don't know, these are some loud shorts. I think you see these shorts before.
Yeah.
But, you know, just being comfortable in their own skin, wearing whatever they want, and while also being crispy, you know, like staying crisp, looking good in public, like, yeah, you wearing streetwear, but you still look good. Like you still look presentable to people. You still look good. So people are gonna ask, oh, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that?
Mhm.
Like it's not more of a look where it's like, oh, like that's a thug type of look, or like, like just a stereotypical type of, thing. So I came up with KRISP for that. And then the boulevard part, I was like, okay, um, if I wanted to grow, this is gonna be like a boulevard. This is gonna be like my own street, my own family. So I was thinking, okay, everyone that's part of this is like a family, So like once you support, once you purchase, like you're part of the family. So this is like a whole boulevard, like uh, on good vibes. A whole boulevard built on like people being confident with how they express themselves, how they
That's dope.
so um, that's kind of like my mission statement right now. Like I just really feel like this company is going to be built on just positive vibes. Like regardless, whatever case they may be with the customer, it's always going to end with, I wish you the best. Hope I appreciate you supporting my brand, this and that. Like, never any negative vibes. I feel like you should just be able to wish them the best life and have them stay crispy at the same time. And even the people supporting your stuff, you want them to stay crispy and always, getting like just exclusive info about, whatever is going on with the brand. But yeah, I think it's more of like a lifestyle. I say like you stay crispy, that's like a lifestyle. It could be whether it's in your clothes, it could be, you working, it could be you going out with your friends, it could be you going out to a wedding. You feel me? Like it's a lot of things. Like, you just like trying to stay crispy and stay confident with yourself. And I feel like anytime someone thinks of Chris, they should think of confidence. They should think of how they want to express my girlfriend, how they want to express themselves to everyone. So, I mean, I hope this catches on to everyone down the line. Like, I really think as my company grows, I think I'm going to be able to find myself within it and also find the company, like its mission statement even more within it. So, like I said, like it's all a growing and learning experience. And I'm ready for it. Like I'm actually like a part-time college student. My girlfriend, she's a part-time college student too, but she actually lives like 2 hours away from me. She is a nursing major. I was actually a nursing major before, and then like I changed my major to business marketing because like I really like business. Yeah. I mean, my mom is actually a nurse practitioner.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's a nurse practitioner, and then like my dad is engineer, and then like a couple of my siblings, or not a couple of my siblings, but one of my siblings, she does nursing too. So like a lot of us are in like the
same field.
Yeah, like the health profession and stuff. But like I kind of wanted to turn to what was really catching my interest, and really like I enjoy doing it. So I really feel like, with business, I'm learning it hands-on and I'm learning it, education wise. And like that's not even just in school. It could be outside of school, like reading, books. Like for example, like this book, 4 Hour Work Week, really good book. It's about like handling your time and, escaping the 9 to 5 and stuff. But I really feel like this has helped me gain a lot of experience actually gain a lot of experience and like just learn about things I didn't know like existed or mattered, especially like business wise.
Right.
And then obviously like once you have a business, you want to start learning about taxes. You want to start learning about, oh, how can I get tax benefits from, owning a fucking company or a business? So what's things I can do to just make me pay less as I'm making more? So I really think that's like interesting, and like that's something you learning now, like just like you're the same age as me, you learning this now, comparing it to people. Some people learn it when they're 30s, when they start their 30. So like I said, everyone has like their different path. It's not a race, it's a marathon, working MC hustle. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just like an everyday grind, and like you kind of have to push yourself to like get up and do it. So like every day, bro, I can't even lie. Like I think it was the beginning of the year. I told myself, because I was waking up around like maybe like 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8. I told myself I want to wake up a little bit earlier. So I started waking up at 6 a.m. every day. I set my alarm to 6 a.m. every day. and then I just naturally wake up at 6 now. So like, or I'll wake up even earlier. I'll wake up at like 5:30, and then I'll just be up either thinking of designs, thinking of or responding to emails, or thinking of like ideas for, you know, future like TikToks and stuff, or YouTube videos. And then like messaging like, you know, Alibaba people. So like I really tried to work on just making more time, because honestly, if you have more time in the day, you have more time to get things done. And like the earlier you get it done, the more time you have to relax. So that's why I really like pride myself in waking up early and like getting things done in like the first part of the day. Cause, you know, later on in the day, like you're unwinding, and then like people, you know, your friends are asking like, bro, like the heck, like, are you not doing anything right now? Like, what the heck? Like, what? And it's like, I mean, I already got all my stuff done in like, you know, the morning. My girlfriend is actually like that too. She's like, why are you waking up so early? Like, what the heck? And she'll wake up at like, I don't know, like 9:30. Oh, why are you waking up so early? This and that, you need to sleep more. I'm like, nah. You know, like it's like the passion. And like I really,
it's a grind for sure.
it's the grind for real. And then like obviously like when you get like opportunities like this, like you don't want to just kind of let it pass by, because, you know, it's like a blessing. So it's like if this was put in front of me, then, you know, I want to take advantage of it and, you know, really toy with it, really play with it, so that I'm able to use it to, you know, my full capacity that I need to. Yeah, so I think it's like I said, it's an everyday grind. I'm really excited for like the summer drops, because with the shorts, bro, just crazy concepts for the shorts, bro. I'm telling you, like the colors is just like crazy. So, and the thing is, like I have a few different logos. So like I can change up the logo on the shorts. So it wouldn't be the KB with the flame. Like there's another like logo I have. It's more of like a university type of logo. Like you would see like, you know, like the two letters stacked on top of each other type
Oh,
thing.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like it's more of a cleaner look to it. And then like I'll put those on like, you know, solid color shorts, or like, you know, just different color combination type of shorts. So even thinking of that, and then like there's a camo collection, you know, coming out later. So yeah, there's gonna be different colors of camo. Yeah, so it's a lot of things. And like even while I'm doing this, I'm thinking like, okay, what can I do to make this even better? So I'm over here looking for better manufacturers that could offer me even, you know, better quality on the shorts. Even though the quality I'm getting is really good, I'm even thinking like, okay, I want to make my customers even happier. Like, let me get some, you know, custom metal, like, you know, zip. I think it's like the zip. I don't know what it's called, like the Ziploc. Oh yeah. So you can get like custom metal Ziploc, like the what's it called again? The shoestring. It's like a lot of different like you can get. So I'm really excited for like the next couple drops for sure.
Awesome. So I'm gonna ask you a couple things, just like real quick before we hop into like the NBA stuff, because that like you answered pretty much all the shit I was gonna ask you about your brand.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay, good.
I was like looking at these questions. I'm like, damn, this man is just like reading my mind right now. So obviously, I had mentioned on our Instagram that you're from the Bay.
Yeah.
What part of the Bay are you from?
Actually from Oakland.
Oakland, okay, for sure, Oakland. So
I'm in Tracy right now though. This is the like I lived in Tracy and Mountain House majority.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like I mean it's like the suburbs, but like from Bay Area wise, I'm usually like, you know, Oakland, San Francisco.
So me and you had talked before about like basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you play basketball growing up? Was that something you were interested in? Or?
Yeah, so I actually did play basketball probably since the 3rd grade, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, bro, I was looking at I don't know if you heard of this when AAU was like really popping, like with the circuits and stuff. Like I don't know if you're the Oakland Soldiers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I used to play for Oakland Soldiers and stuff. So it was a like really good AAU team, like fucking or not, sorry for cussing. Aaron, good. Like Aaron Gordon played for him. Shit, LeBron played for him. Like there's a couple like former NBA players that played for him.
My boy was a soldier.
That's what I'm saying, man. Salute. Soldier, man. But yeah, so I was playing basketball maybe since 3rd grade, and then like I think I got into it like with AAU, maybe starting like 6th grade. I really wish it was earlier, but like I was begging my dad, like he wouldn't let me, like he wouldn't take me places and stuff. But 6th grade was when I started playing like AAU, so I started playing with like the Soldiers and stuff. And then fast forward to like 9th grade, I'm going to like St. Mary's High School.
Okay.
In Stockton. Their basketball team. I mean, our basketball team was, we're okay. We're pretty good. Like I started and stuff. Like I wasn't a bad player, but the women's team, #1 in the country. They're #1 in the country. Like my whole time, like I was in high school. And the thing is like I transferred my junior year to Mountain House, which was it was like a brand new school at the time. Like they literally just built it that year. So I moved there. Our basketball team was nice, bro. Like we didn't make state, but our record was pretty good. Like I think we were like 25-7. Like we had a pretty good decent record, to be honest, for the first year, doing hella good. What was I gonna say? Sorry, there's so many things I want to talk about. I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry, what was the question again?
So I was just asking, like, what, like, I actually asked you if you played basketball growing up and like kind of what your experience was coming up.
So I was actually gonna mention, I actually have a cousin that played in the NBA. His name's Emeka Okafor.
Oh shit, that's your cousin.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, so he was drafted like #2 behind Dwight Howard. So he's retired now, but he's been playing for, I think his career was like maybe like 17.
I was gonna say it was a good time. It was like 15 something years, 17
years. Yeah, 15 plus years. So I mean that's a good amount, like anybody spending in the NBA. So I think that was dope. Like I actually have, another like cousin. He plays for, well, I mean he was playing for like the Clippers preseason, but like right now he's playing like overseas. But he used to play at this school. I don't know if you heard of Oak Hill Academy. Yeah, so he was so nice, bro. He went from, because he was playing in SAC. He originally went to high school in SAC, like Franklin High School.
Okay.
Got like exposure from that. People seen him because he played for the Soldiers too, I think. And then like they saw him, got a like little offer or whatever to Oak Hill, played there, ended up playing at Washington State, and then like from there, he was I think he was playing around the NBA, and like
is his name Ike?
Yeah, Ike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about him. Yeah, he's nice.
So he's playing overseas right now. I forgot to tell you, one of my homies, he actually went to St. Mary's. He's on the Heat. He graduated. He was in my sister's class actually. But when I was a freshman, he was a senior. His name's Gabe Vincent. He's on the
yeah.
He's on the Miami Heat. Yeah. So that's crazy.
Small world. It's funny. This guy that I was actually like, I don't want to say friends with, but like we were cool. We played against each other in high school. He plays for the Miami Heat too. KZ Akpala. He went to Stanford.
Oh shit! Yeah. KZ Akpala, that's crazy. Yeah. No, that's crazy. Like it really is a small world though. Like, especially when it's like California, people live in California. Really,
man, it feels like everybody that you ever hooped in California, like somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, you know somebody that knows somebody if you hoop, bro. Like that's just the hoop life, bro. Like that's really just the hoop life.
Facts. So you said you played for the Soldiers. I never played against the Soldiers, but the team I played against so many fucking times, bro, was the Oakland Rebels.
Oh, Oakland Rebels, bro.
Oakland Rebels. I remember the first couple times we played them, bro. They did us so wrong. Like, but I remember we played them in Vegas, and Dame was coaching.
Oh,
that shit was probably one of the best games of my life. That was crazy.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Was this AAU or was this high school?
No, this was AAU. This was like probably like 16U.
Oh, okay, 16U. Okay, I was about to be like, damn, I could have been at the same tourney as you, because there was a tourney when Dame pulled up and he was coaching them, but it was like for my like high school though. I'm confused. I think it was like when it was during the summer.
Oh, it was like one of those like summer league type things.
Yeah, it was like summer league and shit. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if me and you like cross paths at a tournament before. It would only make sense.
Yeah, it only makes sense. I feel like it's definitely possible. It could happen for sure.
Facts. So what were some of your favorite teams growing up? Were you a Warriors fan, or did you want to step out of that box?
Let me get this off my chest. Where's hold on. Let me get this shirt real quick, man.
We got. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Let me get this shirt real quick, bro.
Thank you.
Nah, but yeah, man, I'm a Lakers fan. Like even before LeBron came, I mean, number one, I'm a LeBron fan. I can't even get you. Like I love LeBron. At the same time, even before this, like I've been since they had what's his name, the dude with the bald head. What's his name? He was so garbage, bro. Sacre?
Oh, Robert Sacre.
yeah, Sacre. Bro. Since him, but
Oh my God.
I think I grew up watching the Warriors, but I grew up watching the Warriors and going to some of the games. But obviously, since I didn't live in LA, I wasn't able to go to any like Lakers games or anything.
Yeah.
Um,
That shit's outrageous too, bro.
yeah, but I always watched LeBron, and then I always watched the Lakers. So like those were my teams. So like when Kobe was alive, you know, I'll always be watching him. Like I remember watching it back to back, cheering them on and stuff. So I mean, from heart, even though I'm not from LA, like I've always been a dude that loved the Lakers.
There we go.
You know,
Just,
huh?
I like to hear.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, even though we're 7th seed right now,
hey man,
it's okay. It's injuries, bro.
we're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Yep.
So I mean, obviously you said you're a LeBron fan, Kobe fan, Laker fan. That's all good around here. I'm just glad you're not a Warriors fan because otherwise.
I'm definitely not a Warriors fan. So when it was like the finals, and then when it was the finals and LeBron was playing the Warriors, bro, I can't even lie to you. I hated Curry, bro. And it's just like this dude's so good, especially like, bro, his 2015. I think was it 2015 or 2016?
It was. You talking about the year he won unanimous MVP?
Yeah,
2015. That was 2016. Yeah.
Oh, 2016.
Yeah. That was when they went 73 and 9.
Bro, like you couldn't do nothing about it, and like that's the thing I hated. And then like people were still talking shit about LeBron, and like that made me even more mad. I was like, man, he doing what else you want him to do? Like this man is old. He's hella old.
Were you catching a lot of hate living in the Bay, rooting against the Warriors?
Bro, I was catching a lot of hate. I mean, I was doing a lot of bets though. I lost some money from bets because Bond did not hold his end, bro. Only one time he held his end, but it's good. But I mean, it is what it is. Getting the hate, like people are going to, they're not going to really like enjoy LeBron until he's retired, and that's.
No, yeah, I agree. You know, and that's something that I tell people.
Even if you're a hater, bro. Even if you're a hater, like
it's because it's easy to hate him when he doesn't play for your favorite team because you're like, man, this guy is so good. Like, fuck him, you know.
Yeah.
And like. But if you sit back, you know, outside of the real picture of it, and you're just like, this dude he's great. Like, he's arguably the greatest of all time. Like, and to say that, you know, a lot of people think that he's the greatest of all time, and we're still sitting here watching him play every day. And I mean, you know, like we didn't necessarily see Michael Jordan every night, so we don't know what that was like. But to see this guy do it night in and night out and we've watched him since we were kids, and he's still playing, and we're adults. Like,
and he's still playing at like a very, very high level. And obviously, I know people have watched MJ back in our time when they could, but it's just like me personally, I really just think the skill of basketball, it gets better over time, throughout time. Like people get better.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you don't want to compare two different generations, but at the same time, you have to tip your hats off to them because they are like it's just like Magic Johnson. LeBron is like a hybrid of him. He's Magic Johnson, but Magic Johnson. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On steroids, he can literally do everything. So it's like you just got to tip your hats off to him, like, and like just give them their roses while you still can. Because at the end of the day, we're not gonna see another LeBron. Like as much as anybody can come close to his athleticism, we're not gonna see another LeBron like inside and out, like basketball IQ, athleticism, pass, everything. Like it's once in a lifetime. It's once in a lifetime. So it's like at least you can say like when we have even more kids, you can say like, okay, we got to watch like damn near one of the greatest players of all time play, and we enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't like hate it or not, we enjoyed watching him play. And like that's even with like Curry. Like even though I hate him, like he's still the best shooter of all time, bro. Like He still is. Like, honestly, I was waiting like a year or two ago. I was like, bro, like there's no way he better than like Ray Allen, man, threes, because Ray Allen used to be water, bro.
Laser, bro.
Bro, laser, bro. Remember 2K, like 2K12 or something? Bro, he did not miss. He did not
every
miss.
time you just stick his ass in the corner.
Bro, corners, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Literally, corner threes for him or Shane Battier, and then LeBron top of the key, easy. Like that's literally how it went. That's crazy, bro.
Big 2K cheese, bro. So I mean, talking about LeBron is a perfect segue into what I want to talk about now, leading into the NBA. One of LeBron's guys, Carmelo Anthony. He passed Elvin Hayes to be 10th all time in scoring. Which is insane. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony, he's really close to passing Moses Malone now, who's
I honestly think he probably could have passed him up even quicker if they didn't like blackball him out.
Yeah, he didn't get fucked out the league. So now he's like a couple hundred points behind Moses Malone. Then he's got Shaq, Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk Nowitzki, MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Karl Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ahead of him. To think that, you want to rewind like 2-3 years to think that, oh wow, Carmelo Anthony's 10th all time in scoring. You would have thought 2-3 years ago, like, yeah, this shit's up, like it's over,
Yeah.
And shout out to the Portland Trailblazers for really believing in him and giving him a chance, because he earned that shit. He deserved it. I don't think he should have ever been out of the league, but I think him being out really gave him like,
how it's like the media. I feel like it's more of the media like kind of twisting his image, as in like, he's only a player that wants to, shoot all the time.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to play a role, and
exactly, like he doesn't know how to accept a role. So, obviously, like I don't know if it was to get to him or if it was to even fuel him even more to like prove to people like, like I can accept the role, I can do this and that, like I can still play at a high level at my age.
Hell of a job too.
You know what I'm saying? Because people don't realize there's times, literally, LeBron and Melo, they was literally here.
It was like this.
Yeah, there was this and this, bro. Like when he was on the Nuggets, like literally this and this. Like it was battles every night they played, every night. So like for people to discredit him and say like he's not a walking bucket, like
disrespectful for sure.
It's just disrespectful. He's a walking bucket, you know what I'm saying? And like he can contribute to any team you need, like literally. So like I said, you got to give people their flowers like while they're still here. I feel like he never should have been out of the league. No. Like the Portland Trailblazers, like I think like they're really like a solid ass organization for
facts.
Really signing him, and not even just like signing him just because he's like Carmelo, signing him and actually like making him like work for it, earn it, and obviously you could tell like he enjoys being back in the league, because like after being blackballed for like he knows how to hoop, he knows how to play with people, so like respect goes out to him.
I think people forgot like he's still Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah,
like,
that's
like he's like Melo. Like
it's not like he like tore like something. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he had like a major injury. Or something.
He didn't like tear his ACL and then like he was out of the league and then he's out of shape and trying to come back. It's like no, he's still him. Like
he's still him, bro. Like think about it. Hey, and on another note, I actually want to give a shout out to like the Knicks, because when the Knicks are winning, the NBA is just better. I can't even.
Hey, we're actually gonna get to the Knicks in a couple minutes, so I'm gonna save that one. Just to knock some more news out of the way. Tyrese Halliburton, he's gonna be done for the rest of the regular season. Kings aren't winning shit anyways. Move on.
That's facts.
The Indiana Pacers suspended their assistant coach, and they fined one of their second-year centers because they had an argument on the bench. It got pretty heated. They had to get separated. I watched it. It was pretty standard.
How recent was it?
What's up?
How recent was it?
This was like 3-4 days ago. Thursday. It was Thursday.
Oh, Thursday? Okay. Damn.
Yeah, they had to be separated. But, I mean, if you've ever gotten an argument with the coach, like, that's exactly what it looks like. People it's two grown adults yelling at each other. Nothing crazy. The Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving both got fined $35,000 for repeatedly refusing to participate in post-game press conferences. I know a lot of people have had a lot of crazy things to say about Kyrie. On the court, you really can't say much about him. He's Kyrie. But I think, you know, part of your contract as a player is to talk to the media after games. Like it's literally like you kind of have to. And
Yeah, I feel like
for him to just be like, yeah, I'm not doing it. And then he called, I don't know if you saw, but in the summer, he said he wasn't going to talk to media because he doesn't talk to pawns or something like that. Like, and I was like, okay, you don't need to like demean me.
no, but the thing is like you can give generic ass answers. You know what I mean? Like,
All you got to do is sit there. Like,
yeah, like I mean, he should damn near take notes from Marshawn. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got to go about it like how Marshawn Lynch did it, but at the same time, like just do it. Like,
part of the job.
yeah, I feel like he should just get it out the way. Like, obviously they're gonna ask you. It's like he knows they're gonna ask like him some dumbass questions. So it's just like, bro, just play along with them. Obviously, they're gonna twist your words, so don't say anything that would make them twist it.
Just,
like even if it was just like the simplest thing.
Just give the Greg Popovich answer. Be like, oh, how's the game? Good.
No, exactly. Like, and the thing is, people love Greg Popovich, bro. Like, he don't even be saying shit. Like, that's the thing. People love him. Like, he unproblematic. That's why it's like, okay, like if Kyrie was to just say like whatever, or just say like the most general thing, no one's gonna hate him because you're just saying the most general thing.
But watch, it's funny because like watch, like he'll do that, and then people are like, oh, he's not talking enough. Like,
yeah, no, that's crazy.
Like, what the fuck do you want?
No, that's crazy.
On another note, New Orleans Pelicans star sophomore forward Zion Williamson is going to be probably out for the rest of the regular season. He fractured his finger the other day. They said he's out indefinitely, but there's like 6 games left, so I don't think he's going to play, and I don't think they're going to make the play-in tournament either. So his year is probably over. He's having a crazy year. He's averaging like 28 and 7 or something like that.
I mean, every time I check the highlights for like their games, like
he had 30.
20, yeah, at least 30. Like it's crazy, and like the numbers. I mean, I want to give a shout out. Definitely like the next superstars in this league: Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Joel Embiid. Who else is there? I would say next stars. Oh, I mean, there's Melo. Everybody love Melo. All right, Melo. What's his? Oh, Luka, bro. I forgot. Luka, bro. He be putting up numbers like video game numbers.
Easily, too.
Easily. And it's like, okay. I mean, records are meant to be broken. I feel like probably when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, like 30 years from now, it'll probably be a different top 5 than it is right now, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, like I say, like it always changes, and like the game keeps getting better. And it's like, I feel like since people are scoring more, and obviously people are playing defense, but it's not as much defense as it was back then, though.
Facts.
Because back then, I feel like it was a different type of defense. And on top of that, the refs, the way they refed it was different.
Like, way different.
Like, especially like hand checks and everything, all like that. So it was way different. So defense back then was very physical. So that's something that it lacks today. Like, it just lacks that in the sport today. But yeah, I definitely think like Luka, he's probably gonna end up like I think it would be like top 3 or top 5 scoring when it all comes down to it.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully, all he's got to do is stay healthy, and the rest is gonna take.
Yeah, you gotta stay healthy, bro. That's it.
So there was a few signings. Some people got some 10 days. Brooklyn Nets signed Mike James to a second 10-day. If people don't know who Mike James is, look up the leading scorer in the EuroLeague. He's a fucking.
Yeah, he was balling.
The Cavaliers, they brought back Anderson Varejao for a 10-day the other day, which like I don't know what that was gonna. Maybe that's just like to send him off, like
yeah, maybe that's just for him to get him off and stuff. I feel bad. You know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for Nate Robinson.
Oh yeah, bro. He ain't touching it.
No, not Nate Robinson. Isaiah Thomas, bro.
Oh yeah, he's getting done nasty right now.
Yeah, he's just getting nasty. Like that's so crazy. Like after his best season, like, and he got injured, everybody stopped. And I think it's majority just because of his height, bro.
Yeah,
I think it's just because of his height.
Yeah,
everything is a liability.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, they signed Charlie Brown Jr. to a 10-day contract. I don't know who that is, but
I don't know who that is. Maybe he's from the G League.
Yeah, shout out to him. The Houston Rockets, they signed Kyrie Thomas to a 10-day. Shout out to him. And the Pelicans, they signed
the Rockets. They have a good future ahead of them with what's his name? that lefty.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm talking about, right? He plays like James Harden. He plays like James Harden.
The fuck, is his last name Tate?
No, that's another dude. I forgot his name, man. But he has like an afro. He has like afro. He's like 6'8".
Kevin Porter. Kevin Porter.
Yeah, Kevin Porter. There we go. Yeah,
Kevin Porter's a problem. Yeah,
he's a problem. He's a problem for sure.
He's from Seattle too. Shout out to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to Rainier Beach. And lastly, the Pelicans signed Najee Marshall for the rest of the season. I believe they gave him like a 2-year deal. Good for him. I don't know who that is either, but shout out to him. He's balling. Got himself a deal. So I want to talk about 2 top performers, and then I'll talk about some rookies. So top performer, I got to start with this one. I know you said you're not a fan, but I got to talk about Steph. This past week, Steph had, in a win against the Pelicans, he had 41, 4 and 8. Yeah. Then they lost to the Pelicans. He had 37, 9 and 2. Then they beat the Thunder. He had 34, 4 and 7. Last night, they beat the Thunder again. He played 29 minutes, and he had 49 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
Yeah, I was honestly just watching those highlights. Yeah, he's a great shooter of all time. I mean, it's just tough because I think he's probably going to wake people up once Klay comes back. I feel like once Klay comes back, and then like people will be like, oh shit, like we forgot the Warriors, is still the Warriors and shit. So I think once Klay comes back, they'll probably start getting back into the groove and stuff. They might add a few more pieces to the team, like who knows.
Maybe get rid of Andrew Wiggins.
I do got to give it my hat off to Steph because like he has been balling like crazy, and it's like it's not even the points, it's the shots that he's taking. Like if you literally look back at the shots he's taking, those are literally like those are so difficult to like someone just to make like in a row too. Like you're making those difficult shots in a row.
He's making those like 10, 12 times a game.
So like there's one where he could be, passing to the top of the key and it could be like a baseline, drive. So he has to go all the way to sprint to the corner and he gets a screen and he just catches it, catch and shoot. There's that.
And it takes off running back there.
Yeah, and there's that. And then there's one where he's like running for the ball and trying to like, avoid the defender and stuff at the top of the key. It could be like the top left of the key. And then he'll get the ball, pump fake, do some between the legs step back and then make it. You feel me? With the defender. And this is like with the defender. So
dancing on him too.
And I'm like, he has no room to operate. How do you get your shot off like that? And like nothing but net, not even back rim, bro. Like that shit be nothing.
He could get his shot off in like a phone booth, bro. Like
that
shit is insane. Another one I want to talk about, a guy who gets way too much disrespect.
Who you about to talk about, man?
And I don't know.
Freaking Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, man. Let's talk about it. So against Indiana a couple days ago, he had 14, 21, and 24. And yes, that is 21 rebounds and 24 assists. Then he lost to the Bucks. He had 29, 12, and 17. They beat the Raptors, and he had 13, 17, and 17. And then last night, he had 33, 19, and 15 in a win against the Pacers again, which ties him with Oscar Robertson for the most triple-doubles of all time. He has 181.
That's crazy. So, like, literally, like, before Russell Westbrook, because if you really think about it, before Russell Westbrook and, like, even Luka, like, LeBron was most of the time the ones only getting, like...
And it was crazy, because it's funny you said, because it wasn't, like, he wasn't doing it every night.
Yeah, he was not doing that shit every night.
It was like every like 15 or so games, you're like, damn, LeBron got a triple-double. That's crazy. Now it's like got another one.
The term like triple-double is like back then it's like, damn, a triple-double. That's some like
it was hard.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like you see Russell Westbrook, he's just averaging a triple-double.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how you're saying that because it's hilarious now that it's so casual to sit back and be like, yeah, this guy's averaging like 20, 10, and 10. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, bro.
We're like that's unheard of. Like
no, that's what I'm saying. Like it's so casual. So that's why I want to say like even those different generations, like the players now are more skilled than they ever have been. Like there's like I know there's Oscar Robertson, obviously, like, but it's like you got to compare like who Oscar Robertson was playing, who Russell Westbrook's playing right now, and he's putting up these numbers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even I remember it was the beginning of the season. It was like the first half of the season. Everybody was hating like on Russ, bro. Just because, okay, one, he got traded there, obviously, and then like he's trying to fit into the groove and stuff. And like obviously he's not performing that well. You know, let's say like the first like 25, 30 games, and people, oh, well, LeBrick, trash. Oh, he shot like 20%. Yeah, he shot like 20%, this and that. Like, forget. It's like they forgetting this dude put up 2020. 2020, bro. 2020. That's literally like how you put up 2020. Like, that's video game shit. I can't even do that shit on 2K too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't even do that.
So it's like how you put up 2020. Yeah, so like people are really disrespecting him. I know, like, even if he has a bad game, bro, he's still him. Like, how are people gonna forget like what he can do? You know what I'm saying? That's like KD if he went to like another team and then he did bad for like the first like 30 games, and it was like, oh, like, yeah, KD is not him no more. And then he ends up winning the scoring title for the year, and it's like, oh yeah, I love KD. Oh, yeah, even that's literally how people are. Like, they're like, oh yeah, KD's so good, bro. Oh, you better give him his roses right now. Like, he's so good. Like, you were just hating on him back then.
I hate that.
Yeah, they just be switching up.
I think people's biggest thing with Russell Westbrook is that obviously, you know, he hasn't won a ring.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that he's not ever going to, but I think there's a good chance that he won't. But I think for him, like, that shit doesn't matter anymore. Like,
yeah, I mean, I know it doesn't matter anymore for him because he's gonna be Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah,
it's just,
and I think his thing is like, you know, he's got the respect from his peers. Like, his peers know, like they know who Russell Westbrook is. So like, it's the media and these people that have platforms that don't necessarily deserve them.
It's always the people that have never hooped a day in their life. Always trying to speak on hoopers, but they never hooped. And they're like, oh yeah, I hooped for Pee Wee. Like, that doesn't count. You hooping for Pee Wee. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
bro, you played JV as a senior. Why are you talking?
You're like,
talking about NBA.
Please don't tell me you're 0.1 point per game average. Okay. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, like, the real hoopers know, like, okay, scoring even above 15 points per game, like,
in the NBA,
it's that's like, bro, you're solid. You're getting paid. You know, like, you're actually like a valuable person to a team because you're contributing. You know, rather than someone averaging like, you know, just like 1 or 2 points a game. But like, you know, you're actually contributing to the team, even if it's like, you know, 10 to 15 points. And like, people don't understand, like, you guys are hating. Let me see you go to the league. Let me see you go do all that shit. Because it's like they're saying, oh, he sucks.
Like, there's only 400 people in the league for a reason.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, it's the best 400 people out there. So you gotta, like, even though you hating on them, you still gotta, you know, like, respect them because they are in the league. That shit hard. Especially because you see so many people in the G League, you know, trying to make it to the league, and it's like they could be in the G League for years just trying to get a 10-day contract just for one team. So you really gotta give them a respect.
Facts.
Yeah, especially Russell Westbrook. You can't be hating on that man.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook, first ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Let's talk about some rookies. All year, there's really only been 2 that have made sense to even speak about consistently. You know, we talked about LaMelo a little bit ago. His past week, he had 14, 6, and 5 against the Heat, 23, 7, and 6 against the Pistons. Against the Bulls, I don't know what happened. He only had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. And then last night they played Orlando. He had 26, 6, and 6. I think, you know, despite his injury, he's still the rookie of the year. Like, run away with it.
Yeah, I agree. Just because, you know, when you gotta just take account for like the record as well, because, you know, he's leading the team into the playoffs. I think the Timberwolves are sitting at like 14th place in the Western.
They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, they're fucking terrible. So, you know, hats off to Anthony Edwards. He's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I definitely think he's going to be like a Jamal Murray type of player. Like, he's going to be,
he's going to be a problem.
A very, very good player here to stay for a minute. But however, if we're talking collectively as a whole, the whole season, even though without injury, like LaMelo is, I think, the rookie of the
I
year.
know. I think I agree. I think he's just like, I
He
really
impacts the game. He really impacts the game, and he makes it easier for his other teammates. Anthony
absolutely.
Edwards, he's a good individual player, but he has to work on expanding like his game because
I
he
agree.
can score. You know what I mean? Like he could score in a plethora of ways. He could score hezzy, pull up. He could drive to the basket,
Got
3 point.
dunk on you.
Yeah, dunk on you. You feel me? Like just how he dunked on that dude on the Raptors. But yeah, he could do all that stuff, but he just has to expand his game. And I feel like
let
right
me
now,
let me
Melo,
let me ask you this. So you look at that Hornets team minus LaMelo Ball, right?
yeah,
Do you see that team being a playoff contending team without him on the roster? And it is crazy because
hell no.
you add him, he's 19 years old,
That's the crazy
right?
thing.
And this 19-year-old, 6'8", 6'7", whatever he is, point guard,
Yeah,
makes that the whole team better. Like
whole team.
I don't watch a lot of Hornets games because they're not local, obviously, so it's hard to get them unless they're on like ESPN or whatever. But he's making guys like Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo and the Martin twins. He's making
Yeah,
them
making the Martin twins look really valuable. Like looking like okay,
they
damn,
look
they're a good bench. Like they bring value to the team. Like
facts. Facts. Shout out to LaMelo Ball. I think he's a runaway rookie of the year. Other guy we want to talk about, Anthony Edwards. He had himself a hell of a week too.
yeah,
He had. I mean, they lost all their games this week, but I mean,
yeah,
it's the Timberwolves.
yeah.
He had 29, 9, and 6 against the Pelicans, and then he had 42, 6, and 7 against the Grizzlies, and then last night against the Heat, he had 25, 6, and 3. He's really picked it up on the back half of the season.
I see that too.
I want to say LaMelo is the runaway because Anthony Edwards, his first 20 to 30 games weren't great. He was trying to find himself out there. It was kind of obvious, but he's going to be a generational talent, somebody that's
Like you said, like it's about like making like your team better as well too. So Anthony Edwards, he's a hell of a player. Like it's not like I've seen him making Karl Anthony Towns better, making all these other players better on the roster, but you see LaMelo like utilizing like what he has at his age. And then like he's co-signed by MJ. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like that if you're co-signed by MJ, bro, like that should even make you be like, okay, damn, I'm the boy. You feel me? Like he drafted me and I'm the kid, so I'm the chosen one. So like I feel like that should make him. I feel like that even makes him like move with
way
the
more confident. Yeah.
be more confident. So I feel like that's one thing. It makes him more confident on the court because it's not you don't see too many 19-year-olds on the court literally just dribbling it between their legs like this,
Having
whatever.
fun, bro.
Having fun with it, like truly having fun with it, and it's like rare. And that type of that type of confidence is the confidence that will really be striving in the
It'll
future. Take you, bro, to the top. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be better than Zoe, but at the same time, I do respect Zoe though. Like Zoe, he improved his shot. Like he's gonna get paid for sure. Like this summer, a little bit more because he's valuable. He could be a valuable piece to a team. So I know on the Pelicans, like he could be on a better team, bro. So, but at the end of the day, I do think LaMelo will have the better career, but they still will be both great players in the NBA when the time comes.
So we are heading into the playoffs pretty soon. We've got about 6 to 7 games left. I got a few teams from each conference that I think people should watch for. That could make a splash or could make a splash in the wrong way. I'll start off with the Eastern Conference. I want to talk about the Miami Heat. Miami Heat started off this year really bad. They had a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler was gone with COVID. Goran Dragic was hurt. Bam was hurt. They had guys in and out of the lineup. Right now, they sit at the 7th seed, I believe, so that they would be in that little play-in tournament. I think people forgot they were in the NBA Finals last year, so that team is still – they're still the Miami Heat. Like
they're still Miami. I feel like some people forgot like what they can do and like how they can be just because they haven't seen them all 100% healthy like the whole time of the year or playing games together. But everything kind of comes into fruition once obviously like the play-in tournaments start or playoffs start. You can kind of see after like the first 2 games like where both teams are at. But I really think like the Eastern Conference is really going to be a battle just because like it's it's just really stacked. You know, like we have the Sixers, we have the Nets,
in the East, yeah.
we have the Sixers, the Nets, the Celtics. Shit, Charlotte might be in there.
The Knicks, shit.
Yeah, Knicks, bro. The Bucks. Who else is there? Did I already say the Nets? I think I said the Nets already.
Yeah, you said the Nets, Philly, Boston, Miami.
Oh yeah, Miami.
Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah, no, it's literally gonna be, people are gonna be headbutting because I really think like everyone is kind of just like right here. There's nobody that's just like entirely like better than the other team. That's why
I talked about it a few episodes ago. I was saying that in the Eastern Conference, if you win 3 or 4 games in a row, that could take you from the 8 seed to the 5 seed, and then you're in the 5 seed. You lose 2 games, now you're in the 10 seed. Like it fluctuates so much, and it makes for really good basketball because it keeps everybody competitive. You know, it's not like, okay, well, this team is going to run away with the season, so everybody else, oh, let's go ahead and fight for this 6th seed because the first 5 seeds are untouchable. You know, but now it's like anybody can get touched in that conference, which is
anybody can get touched. I actually have a question. How do you feel about the playing tournament?
I'm a little indifferent about it. Last year, I thought it was a good idea, just because the season was shortened a lot.
Yeah,
so I feel like that gave teams that really deserved it a better chance. Now I don't know. I'm not saying this because I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not. So let me just get this out the way. I'm not a fan of it now because, you know, like, I hate to use my favorite team for an example, but let's just say the Lakers play the Warriors, right? Because that's looking like what it might be right now, the Lakers and Warriors.
Yeah.
Lakers could have 2 shitty games, and now they're not in the playoffs.
Yeah. That's the thing. And it's like, bro, how you not going to have LeBron in the playoffs? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, the league has done so much for LeBron. You're telling me this is what you're going to do now? Like, you're going to
like literally now, like, so what if it like one game, like they have the playing tournament and one game determines whether or not they make the playoffs. And then he has to go hard until the end. And then someone ends up getting injured.
50.
Yeah, no, and then someone ends up getting injured. And then like so what's the point now? So like that's why I really don't get like the playing.
I think it's more of a money thing now. They're trying to keep up or trying to catch up on money. But let's be real. The NBA is not losing money anytime soon.
They're not losing money at all. Like literally, like, do you see how much money they make compared to the WNBA, bro? You know what I'm saying? And this is respect to all the WNBA players. They should be paid more. But at the same time, like, I don't know, like NBA be making so much money. So it's like, I don't get why they're in the need to, like, you know, do that.
That's just the
necessity for them to do that. But
that is for people out of our pay grade to
facts. That's facts, man.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the play-in, but I mean, hopefully it makes for good basketball. We'll see. I want to talk about another team in the East. Actually, let's talk about the Lakers real quick. So Lakers right now, they're sitting in the 7th seed in the West, which would put them in the play-in tournament. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games. You know, I say they're a team to watch because we haven't necessarily seen them healthy all year. Like their full roster, you know, healthy and playing. We've got maybe 10 games of that, and those 10 games were probably really good. You know, if they're at 100%, I think that they're 100% a championship contending team. Obviously, I think they're better than last year roster wise.
Yeah, I think that too.
But that also says, you know, if they're not healthy, and they face a team like the Warriors in the play-in tournament, that could get scary, right?
Yeah,
and then in the first round of the playoffs, you play a team like Phoenix or the Clippers.
Yeah,
that's scary too, because then you're thinking about, well, shit, I gotta play these guys now, and I just played I just played Steph. Now I gotta play against, you know, Paul George, Kawhi, Rondo, all, you know. So
it's ultimately gonna come down to LeBron and AD. It's literally going to come down to either how aggressive one or the other is. because there's times where LeBron wants to be passive.
And
He
AD,
wants
AD is on that soft shit all the
yeah,
time.
he be on that soft shit, like, and like this is the thing, like AD needs to stop playing soft like that because I know he's better than that. You know what I'm saying? And then like even LeBron, like I know he's not soft, but there's times he's like passive aggressive. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
passive, yeah.
Very passive, and like he's literally LeBron. Like drive in, draw a foul, like do something. I feel like he could be more valuable with his minutes and like the times he's playing. And obviously once it's clicking, like both of them are aggressive. Like obviously it's scary for whatever team's ahead. So like you said, it really depends on their health. I feel like once everyone is 100% healthy and like they're in the playoffs and they see a team, I feel like it's probably going to be evenly battled. Or obviously, I think like the Lakers will come out on top.
Facts.
Just because they have Dennis Schroeder, they have Macklemore. Yeah, they picked up a couple more pieces, and I feel like those pieces could definitely help them win a championship. But it all comes down solely to LeBron and AD.
Those two,
Yeah, those two, because if they're not aggressive, that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the team. And like they're the captains basically. Like they're the ones leading the charge. So it really solely depends on how they're able to get their teammates to buy on everything they're doing, as well as support them while they're being like aggressive in the game and doing the things they need to do to help the team win. So yeah, so it'll come down to that. Like I think this year the title's up for grabs for anybody.
Yeah, fact.
It really does depend on health. Like I feel like that's gonna be the main thing, health, and like this title's up for grabs for anybody. I really think the Nets have a very, very good chance of winning the title, but nothing's always guaranteed. Like like I said, like they've lost games too. You know what I'm saying? So no one's invincible. The Nets aren't the Warriors from 2015. You know what I'm saying? So like each team is different, but like they do have a very good chance of going crazy. It's just like it's there's just so many teams, man. Like there's so many
I
good
think
teams.
for a team like the Nets, obviously health plays a factor into it too if everybody's healthy. But I think you catch those guys on a good night, at least two of them are gonna have a good game.
Yeah, no, at least two of them. At least two of them. And the thing is, I think this year, like the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference are actually like stacked the same.
Yeah.
This is like for the first time, really, like no one can say, "Oh, Eastern Conference, way like they suck compared to the Western Conference." Like, no, they're evenly stacked. And like, I got to tip my hats off to Phoenix because they've been playing, and not even just like the players, but like the coaching staff. And I know James Jones, he's like
he's the GM.
yeah, he played for the Heat. You remember him. Like hats off goes to him because he really was able to, handpick like the right pieces for the Suns to get back into like the playoffs and stuff. And I know that's one thing that Devin Booker, he so adamant about because he wants to play in the playoffs. Like he's a baller. Like why is he just sitting on his couch when everybody else is playing in the playoffs? So for the GM and the coaches to be able to pick up like Chris Paul, that's literally like a blessing for them. Like the Suns are going to be set for a while until like whenever Chris Paul decides to leave. Probably the time he decides to change teams is probably be when he retires, if I'm gonna be honest, or if he joins like LeBron or something. Yeah. But I really think the Suns has created a place for him as a home.
Absolutely. And I like the Suns a lot too. That's actually a good segue. I was going to talk about them as well. Yeah. They're in the second seed right now, so they're playing their ass off. They won 7 out of their last 10. Yeah. They've been great all year, really. But I think if I had to pick a concern about them, I would say depth. They're not very deep.
They have pieces, but it's not deep enough though.
No, it's definitely not deep. I think maybe they're like 7 deep, like solid 7.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They're either 7 or 8 deep, but like that's it. And usually like other teams, let's say per se, the Nets, they are at least like 12 deep, 12, 13 deep. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're at least 12, 13 deep. Like they literally got a second set of 6 men. So it's like,
and like the Suns, they're led by Chris Paul. averaging 16, 4, and 9. But his numbers don't speak to what he's actually doing out there. I think
He was actually getting a lot of hate, you know, like before, and obviously because he doesn't have a ring, but like people, it's just like a lot of people like to disrespect people that have made a name for themselves that are great. Like they like to disrespect them when they're not, like I don't know, producing the numbers they think they should be producing at that certain time, and like they don't understand that like he's been in the league for X amount of years, over like 16, 17.
Yeah, I think this is year 17 for him.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you gonna discredit a person? Oh, like, nah, he's washed, like he's trash. Yeah, he just he literally. What team was he on last year? The Thunder.
Last year, bro.
He literally was on the Thunder, and now he's leading a team, helping them lead a team to second seed, almost first seed. And you're saying he's washed. Like, who cares about his numbers? Because literally, he impacts the game the most every time he's on the court. You know what I'm saying? He's literally like the point guard. And when it's all said and done, he's probably going to be like, I think, at least top 5 for assists. I think no one's going to catch John Stockton. His shit's at like 23,000. I know, not 23,000. I think it's like 15 or 18K, but it's like 4,000 more than second place. So like, I don't think anyone's ever going to catch like number 1, number 2. But, he's literally one of the greatest to ever do it, to ever pass, especially. So when it comes to pure point guards, like he's up there for sure. Like he has more assists than Magic Johnson. So you got to give him his flowers.
Absolutely. And then the last team I want to talk about, we had touched on it a little bit ago. I want to talk about the Knicks. Right now they're in the 4th seed. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really take them serious at all year because I was like, oh yeah, it's cool, like the
I honestly thought they were just gonna be a team that was gonna be like
have a
maybe
hot start.
Yeah, maybe have a hot start and then end the season, even like 42 or 41-41 type, or like a 3 to 5 games under 500 type of team. Like not bad, but obviously not that good either. So I was really surprised by Julius Randle, his play, and then like even the play of some other people like Nerlens Noel, defensively or defense wise, making block shots and all that. Also RJ Barrett, he's been playing well, even though like obviously it's not all about stats and numbers, but it's like how you impact the game. So like they've been able to bring at least some type of energy every time like they stepped in the game. Even Emmanuel Quickly as a rookie.
Quickly is nice.
He's nice. You know what I'm saying? Every time like he comes in the game, like he wants to impact the game and make it better for not just himself but all his teammates.
And you gotta remember Derrick Rose is on that team.
Derrick Rose, yeah, I was about to get to him. Derrick Rose, bro. Like I mean, I hope he gets a ring before he retires and stuff.
I hope so.
Like, it's good seeing him really strive because I think some of like his last like 5 or 10 games, like he's averaging I think at least 20 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So and then like that's like literally like almost like his last season as like the Bulls, and even after all those traumatic injuries and stuff, like he's still out here balling and like giving it like all he got and stuff. So I really like respect Derrick Rose so much. Like I'm happy like he's balling for sure. Like I'm really glad like he's balling. He found a team that really, because I know he was on the Pistons. The Pistons were so trash.
That team is
even with Derrick Rose, like it didn't make a difference. So like for the Knicks to add a piece like Derrick Rose, like that's really great for them, and maybe that can help them draw in people free agency down the line. Like they keep getting better. They're like, damn, like the Knicks hot again. Like I might have to go join the Knicks again, or I mean I hope the Knicks end up signing like Carmelo or something like his last season or something.
That'd be
like,
tough. Yeah.
Yeah, him playing like the last season and then retiring, that would be dope.
I agree. And you had touched on it earlier. You had said like right at the very beginning of the show, the NBA is better when the Knicks are better.
Yeah, the NBA is better when the Knicks are better, man.
I agree because it's cool that like the Nets are good and whatnot, but like it's always these 3 teams: the Lakers, Knicks, and the Celtics, right?
Yeah, always those teams.
When those 3 teams are very good, and now they're all starting to be really good. And I think the Knicks, the Knicks could possibly pop somebody in the mouth in the playoffs.
Yeah, I honestly think like they could upset somebody. They really could upset somebody, and I feel like this year we're gonna see a lot of lower seeds upsetting the higher seeds. That's what I really
I
think.
agree.
Just because I don't know. I just feel like, especially even with the stadium now, they're allowing fans in there and stuff, but it's not the same thing. Like there's not like a full stadium. That's why I always think like it's really not going to be the same, because I feel like the atmosphere of someone playing with a full stadium, people filled up, and then like only like 1,000 people in there, like there's a big difference.
Yeah, it's
Very
like
big
they're
difference.
playing like a scrimmage or something.
Yeah, it's like playing a scrimmage. Like remember when we were watching the finals for last year, the bubble?
That shit was crazy, bro.
It was crazy. Like it honestly really didn't seem like the finals, but it was the finals. But like, it didn't have that feel to
Yeah,
it.
it was a very
Like that 2015 NBA Finals feel to it. Like that was the one. But yeah, that's crazy.
that's OD,
Yeah.
man. So that wraps up pretty much the big part of our show. Now I got some fun questions to ask you before we get out of here. So I asked this question to everybody. I'm going to ask you two different versions of this question. So the first one is your basketball Mount Rushmore. And when I say basketball Mount Rushmore, I don't mean, you're 1, 2, 3, 4. This is who the greatest players of all time
Just
are.
like four with no chronological order or anything.
Yeah, no order. And it can be, your favorite players, people you think like change the game, influence the game. So it's stuff like that, not just like, oh, I think it's boom, 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 So just talk to me.
Yeah. All right. So Mount Rushmore. So it has 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I mean, for sure, I'm gonna have to put MJ up there.
Yep.
And secondly, I'm gonna put LeBron. Third, she's tough because there's a lot of grace and like this impacted the game differently.
Once you get that first two, the last
the last two are kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Last two are tough, but
you go a lot of different.
I definitely want to put Kobe up there. Just because of like like you said, like impact, especially when it comes to like impacting culture in our generation. Like people are yelling Kobe when they shoot, just in the trash. So it's like that's something that's impactful to people. People, you can ask somebody 5-10 years ago, and they're still saying that Kobe, Kobe, Kobe. So I'm definitely gonna have them. Those are top 3. I think the last one for me is very, very tough because I know there are really a lot of greats that were really good, like Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson. Like there's John Stockton, Wilt Chamberlain. Like they played really well, and like I feel like like they could deserve a spot up there. But it's just like I said, like everybody has developed even more skill now, and it's just way better. So I think it could. I want to put. I want to put Steph there. I really want to put Steph just because he's the great. You know what I mean? Just because impact. Now everybody's shooting threes. Like he literally did change the game though, because now the game is played different compared to when, let's say, LeBron won the MVP in like 2008. Game was played way differently. If you see somebody pulling up for a 3 deep hella time, bro, you're getting taken out. Like, what are you doing? Like, shoot, like, what are you doing taking that shot? Like, bro, you're getting sad. Like, what are you doing? No, for real. So I think in terms of that, him making it so normal has literally just changing it for everyone. So now it's like, oh, everybody wants to shoot threes. Whether it's NBA or it's just people playing in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, everybody wants to shoot threes. Everybody wants to shoot from far. Because it's like 2-pointers are boring. You know what I'm saying? Like shoot a 3. So I think those are probably like my top 4, like really just impacted the game inside and out,
There we go.
So like I said, like there's MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Steph. And like even though Steph like he only has like 3 rings, like it's whatever. Like rings is not the sole thing. It's not. If it was about rings, then it would be Bill Russell. You know what I mean? Like he has like 11, but like it's not about rings. Yeah, like if it was about rings, then Robert Horry would be up there because he has 7 rings. You know what I mean? So it's never about rings, but like what the person could do, and how they were inside and out, like their skill, and how they impacted people and how they impacted people playing basketball, because that's the main thing.
That's a great take.
Like think about it, 2K, bro. 2K, like it's unfair to use LeBron. People say Oh, it's unfair to use Vaughn. It's unfair to use MJ because he's 99. It's unfair to use Kobe because he's this 99 player, 99 player, or it's like Steph Curry. It's unfair to use him because he makes all his threes.
Right.
It's like, who you gonna say that about? Like, are you gonna be like, oh yeah, Jose Calderon? Like, don't use him because he makes all his threes and stuff. Like no one's gonna say that about a person like unless they're him, and like those people, we're not gonna come around them again. Like everyone is gonna keep getting better and like try to get to that potential, but that potential will never be reached because it was set as a limit or as a standard for people, which like Steph Curry did himself with like shooting threes. Like he's breaking records now. Obviously there's gonna be more people breaking records down the line, but he's the one that changed it to not only just shooting trying to get twos all the time, trying to get long twos, mid ranges. Like that's why you don't see that many mid ranges all the time. The only person with like a consistent mid range is DeMar DeRozan. Everybody else just loves to take threes because like that's what the game is now. Like you taking a lot of threes, or you taking, it's like a one-on-one, and you trying to like break your defender down and either get to the bucket or evade them and get a pull up or something. But it's never been like people are not posting up on like. People are not getting as much ISO post-ups as they were back then, where they would just, really just be doing their own stuff or, like their own moves and stuff. So it has changed. And like, I think it's changed for the better. Like it makes it more exciting. But yeah, like that's my Mount Rushmore. I really think it's tough. You could put so many. I was even thinking Russell Westbrook too, but I think those four are like the best ones just because, you have like the scorer, and then you have, the GOAT, what people call the GOAT, MJ, and then you have the all-around GOAT, LeBron, and then you have the greatest shooter of all time. So
there you go.
It comes down to.
So I have another Mount Rushmore question for you. What is your fashion Mount Rushmore? So it could be like 4 brands, or it could be a combination of brands and people.
Okay.
Hit you with some shit right now, huh?
Okay, that's that. I'm thinking of some shit right now. Hold on. Let me see. I'm not gonna put my brand in there. That's conceited. I'm not gonna put my brand in there.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
Okay. We'll add KRISP BLVD in there, but I think it depends because it's like I like these big brands, but I can't even lie to you. I've been shopping from like a lot of these, like whether it's like small brands or boutiques.
Put me on.
Oh, bro. Hold on,
let's go.
Let me pull up my phone because there's a couple I want to say. So there's one called. I actually want to give a shout out to them. 5200. 5200. They actually make some shorts like similar to mine. Their hoodies are fire. They have like a pastel collection of their hoodies. Actually, one of the dude or the owner behind it, he's actually cool with like a lot of NBA players. Like he gets like a lot of his stuff posted by League Fits on Instagram, which like they post like the fits of like all the players, walkways and stuff. So like a lot. I think Carmelo Anthony wore his hoodie. Like he's from here. I think he's from like Stockton or something or somewhere around here. But 5200. I'll probably have to put it up there because they're different. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of brands really try to replicate other brands. Like that's the thing. Like they try to be like another streetwear brand and try to copy like what they do when you should just have like like your own persona, have your own identity. And that's one thing I like about certain brands. So for this one, 5200, I'm gonna have to put it up there. Their brand is really great. Let me see. I honestly do like shop at Boohoo Man, but I don't at the same time. Like I think Boohoo Man is a good website if you want to get like some chill clothes, like either to just chill in your room or to step out in. Like they literally have like an array of different options for you to choose from. What else is there? I think there's like 2 other brands I know of. Let me see if I can find them really quick. But yeah, they're streetwear brands. And actually 5200, like their shipping's like really fast. Like they ship out, I think, next day with their stuff, which is really great. I need to improve my shipping, obviously, as well. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so what's it called again? Kill the Hype LA. I don't know if you've heard of them, but it's like a hat, like for hats and stuff.
You know what's really funny? So I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah, that was good.
I used to work at 24 Hour Fitness, right?
Yeah.
And this guy came in one time, like all these tattoos, and he like had this hat on, and I was like, "Oh, bro, like that's a dope ass hat. Where'd you get it from?" He was like, "Oh, this is my brand."
Oh, you met the owner. Damn.
And so he was like, "Oh yeah, I just came to hoop, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, I'm about to get off. I'll hoop right now too." And then we were talking, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, like I have this little brand, like like Chris Brown." Like, he was like so cool. He's like, Chris Brown wears it, like LeBron, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, what's it called?" And he was like, "Oh, Kill the Hype." And I was like, "Oh, that's hard." I got one of the hats up in the closet. Hold on, let me go grab that shirt right now.
No, it's good. I got a red one too, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I got a red one. But I mean, this dude.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, the hats are fire.
Fire,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, definitely great quality, and the hats are fire. So yeah, I think that's dope. I love his brand. I think what is it called again? I mean, I hope they expand to like clothing and stuff, but I know their hats are fire. There's also one called Quarterfinal LA, and I think Fave LA. Those are two good brands that I would like recommend. I would honestly like put up there in my Mount Rushmore because those are like what I really shop for. Like I didn't include like Supreme and like Off-White and all that just because like I don't like shop for them like that. But obviously like I do look at what they have sometimes, but I don't shop from them. I like more of like the low key vintagey type of brands and stuff. Just because usually most of the time they do have stuff that look the best and like you can kind of like style it with a lot of the things you want to style with. And like if you were to buy it from like a high end like brand, they're gonna charge you like $100 for a shirt, and the shirt is probably not even that good quality either. So it's like, what's the point? You might as well just support local brands or brands that are just beginning to pop off and stuff. So I really look into that. I really like, just like you, like I'll look on my For You page, like I'll see like different brands popping off, and like I'll at least like leave a like and comment and try to see like what they have, and like if anything like that they have like interests me. But it doesn't hurt to like like and just like support someone trying to start something of their own, especially like a clothing brand. But yeah, bro, like I think those are solid, like Fave LA, Feel the Hype, 5200. Yeah, 5200, Fave LA. Oh, Quarterfinal LA. Yeah, those are fire. And then Chris Boulevard. I mean, I'm gonna throw that.
Of course, honorable mention.
You can't leave out Chris Boulevard, but yeah, I think like this summer is really gonna be a good summer for my brand, especially like introducing like just a bunch of different things. And like I really think my brand differentiates from like a lot of other brands just because we're versatile. Like we're able to have an array of whether it's designs or just the different products that we're selling. Whether it's like a shirt, short, it could be sunglasses, it could be a phone case, it could be socks. I have some shoes in the works. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some that's just something different. So always leave people like, dang, like those are fire. When is he gonna drop those? So it's just like something that's always raising people's interest and like really making them like wonder, like, wow, like when can I get this? When are you dropping this? How can I get this? What do I have to do to get this? Can you do a giveaway? So um, like my whole goal is to really have everybody wearing Chris Boulevard, and even have the big athletes like get to shit, maybe even Swaggy P wearing my thing, or like Jordan Clarkson wearing it and stuff. And I know it's like it's a matter of time, but it's like you just gotta grind, and like if you really are about it, then it'll happen for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a daily grind. And like it's even with like the TikToks I posted, like there's some athletes like they DM me and I'd even reach out to them, you know, and they're like, oh, like bro, like I love your brand, like I love your clothing, like shirts are fire. I was like, I bet, like, let me just send you a shirt, a couple shirts, like wear it, take a picture in it, you know, so like it can at least like get me a couple more supporters, followers and stuff. So it's always good to network with people, and it's all I always think it's dope that they found me and I didn't find them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like if they're seeing my stuff, that means my thing's reaching out to a lot of people. So I feel like that should even fuel the fire even more for someone to go about what they're doing, because you know once they start seeing some results, then it just kind of boosts their confidence to really like you know go about it even harder. So yeah, I'm just gonna have like a lot of versatile products going forward, and like people are really gonna be happy with you know what they get, and you know like I just think it's gonna be a crispy life this whole summer.
There we go. So I got one more question for you, and then we're gonna wrap up. So is there anything right now that you're like binge watching, and what are you listening to right now?
Um, all right, so binge watching, I can't even lie. So I haven't been watching that much um like shows or anything for like the past like 2 weeks, but I do like anime though. Like so like I think I've watched I'm still on like Naruto Shippuden like season 2 or something. I forgot what episode, but I have been binge watching that. My girl's actually been watching Power. Like, she's been trying to get me to watch Power, but
Mm,
like I don't know. Have you watched Power?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, I haven't watched Power, but she's trying to get me to watch Power. But I've been binge watching just Naruto. I think a lot of like the shows that I've watched already, like I have to wait a little bit because I've already binge watched all of them, so now I have to wait a little time to rewatch them. So it's like, damn, like can any other episode or like shows come out? But
That's how it was with Snowfall.
oh, Snowfall, yeah,
Yeah, Snowfall's fire, bro.
Snowfall's fire, bro.
What about music? What do you
Music,
tap
yeah.
into?
So I would have to say my music is versatile. I think the only thing I don't listen to is country
Yeah, it's
and
hey.
like rock, but like my but like my music really versatile. I think let's say I think so J. Cole is gonna drop an album soon. I'm gonna listen to that. You know, I like Lil Baby, I like Drake. Um, shoot, I even like, you know, throwback songs. Like there's songs with like Rick Ross. I like YNJ. Um, who else is there? There's like Jay Critch. I know he's a Hoopers. A lot of Hoopers know about him. Jay Critch. Who else is there? There's some Bay Area rappers like I listen to. I think there's like things like a Lil Yee or like Lil Yace or something, and then like I know like there's SOB, RB, there's Drake Yo the Ruler, like but like it's like my who I listen to it just ranges from I could be listening to you know like R&B like Fayez, from listening to you know Bay Area music, you know with like Lil Yace or SOB to listening to you know Drake or Lil Baby or even like Gunna, Young Thug. So it's like I listen to all that. Like I literally have playlists like so many songs from them. So I feel like I'm like a person that's really like uh outgoing and like I really do enjoy different types of music. Just not like dubstep and like country and like
Yeah.
and like rock and shit. But like all that other shit, like you know, like I can vibe to and like I
Yeah.
could, you know, like at least like have fun listening to. So I think
I
that's the
got I got two people that have been on the show that I want you to listen to too. They're
oh, bro.
two of my friends. Yeah, so I'll
Yeah,
send it
let's
to
do
you.
it. We'll set up another time so we can hop on a podcast again,
I
bro.
got you. Yeah, yeah. But after we get off, I'll send you the links to their stuff so you go fuck with them.
Yeah, bro.
Last thing, do you want to give a shout out or special thanks to anybody before we wrap up? This is like your
Uh,
15 seconds to like talk your shit.
shit, I want to give a shout out to my girl, you know what I'm saying? Because she did help me with, you know, a few things like the process of me getting all my shipments for, you know, my first job. Like she really made things easier for me. So I really want to give a big shout out to her, taking the stress off of me. And like obviously, you know, I give shout out to God, you know, thank you for, you know, putting me in this position because, you know, this is obviously things like I would never expect to happen so fast. And you know, I'm just grateful to be in this position. And you know, I'm honestly really grateful for you having me on this podcast. Like it's really cool. You know, being able to chop it up, especially about like, you know, like interests, sports, everything. So you know, I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course.
Being here. And like I'm looking forward to, you know, like the next podcast we have in like the future. I really think it's gonna be even better and better, and, you know, just more questions, you know, more experience responses. So I'm excited for it, really.
100%. All right. So that wraps up episode 14 of All in the Mix with my guy Jiday Dike, or the owner of KRISP Boulevard. I'll have all your social medias in the description below. I'll get your personal, your TikToks, your website, all that. So make sure you guys go follow KRISP Boulevard on Instagram. Go follow Jiday on Instagram. Go copy some merch before it sells out, and stay tuned for the summer. Yes, sir. So this episode will be coming out, well, for you, Thursday, but for the people, they'll see it when they see it.
I'm gonna make sure I repost it on both my accounts so everybody can take a look at that.
Appreciate that, bro. So, all right, guys, that wraps up episode 14. Thank you for tuning in.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I said don't forget to like,